I'm sorry. But if you as a country allow young men who come from countries in which women aren't even classed as second-class citizens, and you put them up in four-star hotels, allow them to work illegally, their attitude towards women is completely different to ours. So the social effects of this are appalling as well.
Okay, so here's what's going on. A 15-year-old girl in Warwickshire, England, was raped by two asylum-seeking Afghan men. Their lawyer then blamed the attack on cultural differences. He said his client was not used to a society where women are free and deemed equal to men. And that defense right there is exactly why those young men likely shouldn't have been there in the first place. And again, this is in England, but we can take that, look at it, and learn from it and start applying the necessary mentality to stop things like this from happening. We can start applying that mentality and acting on it in the US. For example, you can watch someone get hit by a car and then decide, you know what, maybe I shouldn't walk out in the road and get hit by a car. We don't have to wait for this to start happening en masse in the United States. We can see it happening over in Europe and work to make sure it doesn't start happening here. This is why we need borders. This is why ICE matters. If you see someone talking about get rid of ICE, we don't need borders, do not listen to them. They are not good for our country. We need people who enforce our border laws. This keeps our country sustainable from an economic standpoint. We can't just import the whole world. That's going to overwhelm our systems. On top of that, we can work to keep people out who don't have the same cultural values as we do. We can keep people out and remove people who don't want to assimilate to our culture and our way of life. Let them go to a different country then. We should 100% be paying deep attention to who we let in this country.
This is why, I got a growing account got banned because I said, as Asian people, we support Trump's, deportations of illegal immigrants, okay? Because, and I think it's funny that people call me, oh, this is why you're the model citizen. That's not much of an insult, right? Why would you live in a country, right, that you don't want to be a good citizen? Why? This is the thing where I'll say this: if you hate the country, leave. If you shit on the country, right? If you do bad things in said country, leave. You don't deserve to be here. If you hate the country, leave. You don't deserve to be here. I love America. I really do. It's given me immense freedoms. It's given me so much privileges, right? It's given me a life that's pretty decent. I think it's much decent where any other places I could live, So, yeah, I love America. And this is the thing where I can understand the youth protesting for people in the Middle East. Because, like he shows, right? These are the types of people, right? Not all, right? Not all, but in general, they don't view women in a great light. They don't view people, the alphabet community, in a great light. Yet it's the liberals that would jump to protest for these types of people, which is quite insane to me, right? Quite insane. I don't know. I just think it's ridiculous, and it shows you how privileged you are and not in touch with the reality you are. Okay, so, I mean, this is when when I see certain things like let's say in America where Muslims are not conforming or not assimilating to American culture. Okay, it's great that you want to be traditional, right, with your own traditional culture, but again, you should still not impede American culture.